Hi, everyone, and welcome to TWF Friday Night Smackdown. I am Michael Cole, here with Autolycus, the King of Thieves, and with Wade Barrett. And today on Friday Night Smackdown, we don't, well, we don't know what we're going to see here today on Friday Night Smackdown, but so we hope it's going to be a good show. Now, first here comes Mora from Disney's Mora. She's going to be here today since she is the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter, Michael Cole says. Yeah, she's going to be here today, Autolycus says. We're going to see her. That's going to be great, Wade Barrett says. And I wonder who she's going to be putting her heavyweight winnings on stake against. Alright. Fuck! I made a mistake of thinking that I could stand on my own 2 feet without falling over and without having my headwear fall off. But as we know, I can't do that. Anyway, folks, I am the TWF heavyweight and heavyweight TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter. Sorry for clearing my throat, but it happens. And everyone wonders, who am I going to be putting my TWF heavyweight winnings on stake against? There is a lot of folks out there who would love, to fight me for the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings. But at the end of the day, I don't know who they're going to be. So if anyone out there wants to come fight me for the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings, by all means come out. We can do this. I'm sorry for clearing my throat again, folks, but sadly that cannot be helped. Well, I can tell you what, Wade Barrett said, I don't know who's going to take her up on the dare, to wrestle for the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings. But I can tell you one thing, whoever going to take her up for it, Wade Barrett said, are they going to win? Well, I don't know about that, Michael Cole said, who's going to take her up for it for the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings. Well, I know Autolycus says it's going to be Rex from the Dollar Tree. Well, Rex says, since you're giving out, giving out a winning shot for someone who wants to win for the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings, and by any means, I think that would be me. Well, yes, Rex, it is you. And you did have a match against MJF earlier this year. So if you want to have the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings, by any means, I'll give that to you. Because I do keep my word. I was going to keep my oath. And I am going to give that to you. And if we get a fight lord out here, or a fight keeper out here, then we can make this truly happen. Well, now we got the fight lord in the ring against... Fuck! Yeah, only in the TWF, Michael Cole says, do dolls fall out of the ring or fall out of the ring or fall in the ring. Nowhere else does this happen. And it's not that it meant to happen on the show, but sadly it happens. Yes, it does, Autolycus said. It's been a bind with every doll and every toy in the toy wrestling gathering for years. and it doesn't look like it's going to go away anytime soon. I guess not, Wade Barrett said. At least we'll get some laughs out of it. You know, if this film gets good, gets any watch time or not. Well, this is for the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings. First, he is Rex from the Dollar Tree, and she is the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter, Mora. Well, I don't know. Mora has the bad luck of having a necklace. The bad luck, Michael Cole said, of wearing a hat, which always seems to fall off of her. Well, not saying it's bad luck, but just seems to be that way. Yeah. And it's not the first time Mora fell down the ring, and won't be the last time, Wade Barrett says. You know, hopefully Mora doesn't, whoa, a body slam. And Rex got body slammed. Rex came from the Dollar Tree back in 2020 YL. And he's only been in very few matches and fights in the toy wrestling gathering, Michael Cole says. While Mora, the first offshoot we got, came from the Vinland Thrift Middle. The other offshoot you see here came from Walmart. Yeah, Autolycus says. Just like my first offshoot back in the day came from Ames. And my Tudis one came from Amazon or Strong Woman. But I think Mora's going to overcome the handicap that we just saw happen to her earlier, Autolycus says. Yeah, Wade Barrett said, Mora, I believe she is a Hawaiish folk. And she lives in the 50th Reich, which is Hawaiish land, which was formerly a kingdom, then became a folk Reich, then it became a settling, then it became a Reich. Yeah, you were right about that, Michael Cole said. Hawaiish land started out as a kingdom. Then it became a folk Reich. Then the 4-1 Reichs took it, and it became a settling of the 4-1 Reichs. And then it became one of the 50th Reichs of the 4-1 Reichs. Yeah, that's true. Rex right now coming back and knocked Mora down with his tail, Michael Cole says. Does anyone else know any other things about the 50th Reich of the 4-1 Reichs we don't know about? Well, Hawaii's folk, Autolycus said, are also just like the Samoish folk and the Mali folk out there. They speak 3 known species, Hawaiish, Samoish, and Malish. Yeah. And they used to live in what became the Southern Land, and New Zealand, and Hawaiish land, and Samoish land, and Vinland Samoish land. You're right about that. Right now, Rex taking down Mora Malafuda. That is her kin name, Matafada. That's her kin name. So we know she is not a Fatu or a Maivia or a Mafuda. She doesn't belong to that kin at all, Wade Barrett said. And Roman Reigns was angry that she didn't take him as her kin head. No. And Rex right now could become, and Wade Barrett said the way things are going now, Rex could become the new TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter, Wade Barrett says. And right now, all down. Rex is down. Well, we're going to see the Hawaii strike, Autolycus says. We'll have to see, Michael Cole says. Yeah! Well, looks like that's over. She stole that from Soda Sakoa, who borrowed it or fostered it from Umaga. But she is not a Fatu, she's not a Maivia, and she is not a Fuda, she's a Matafada. 1, 2, 3. Ding ding ding. Here is your winner, and still the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter, Mura. Well, Mura, or Mara, I guess I'm saying that Hawaiish name, the Hawaiish borrowed name. I don't know how I'm saying it right or not. Someone let me know if I'm saying it wrong or not. Well, it looks like she's still the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter. She beat Rex here today on Friday Night Smackdown. Rex from the Dollar Tree, or as some call it, the $1.95 shop now. Even though they still call themselves the Dollar Tree, Michael Cole says. Well, that might be true, Autolycus says. But at the end of the day, Rex has nothing to feel ashamed of because he gave it his all. It was a good match, it was a good fight, but at the end of the day there had to be one winner and one loser, Autolycus says. Well, I can tell you one thing, Wade Barrett said. Rex knew when he came back in 2020 YL from the Dollar Tree, he knew that he was mostly going to lose more matches than he was going to win. Only I think he came as near to beating Mora than anyone who she's wrestled or fought before. Well, we won't want to say at this time, Michael Cole said we want to introduce a new a new follower to our play-by-play team, Mike Lansky. Thank you, Michael Cole. I am Lance Mansky. You folks might know me from the NHL. I'm going to be talking with Rex from the Dollar Tree here today on Friday Night Smackdown. Alright, Rex, we know that you didn't really have too many matches in your TWF calling, and you've only been here since 2020 YL. Well, that's right, Mike Lansky. I'm going to tell you right now, if I'm saying it right, yeah, that's Lansky. Anyway, I'm just going to say that I came as close to be near becoming the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter, you know, and I have a lot of onlook for Mora, who I don't know if we're saying that Hawaiish borrowed name right or not, but I do know at the end of the day she kept her word, she kept her oath, she gave me that match. Yes, she did. And I tell you, at the end of the day, I truly believe that you, Rex, one day will become the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter. Well, I hope so, Mike. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what I work for. That's what some wrestlers and fighters and overstars work for. And I know if Mora wants to have another match, if I want to have another match or fight with Mora on me, she'll give it to me. Because she's a fighting fighter, you know. Very few will do that. Now, if it was Roman Reigns or if it was Maxwell Jacob Friedman, they wouldn't do that. But Mora isn't like them. No, that's true, Rex. She's not like them. And I think that you are going to be going steads. You know? Keep the stand and mindset that you have. And one day, you never know, dreams will come true. Well, thank you. Thank you, Rex. Thank you, Mike. You're welcome. Well, that was me talking with Rex in the Dollar Tree. Back to you, Michael Cole. Thank you, Mike Lansky, for talking with Rex here today on Friday Night Smackdown. And it is all the time we got here for Friday Night Smackdown. I am Michael Cole for Autolycus, the King of Thieves, and Wade Barrett. We hope you like Friday Night Smackdown, and we'll see you tomorrow for Rampage or Ram Through.